Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Popping Off. I am your host, PD Popoff. How's everybody doing out there, huh? Doing all right? Doing good? Doing great? Grand. Splendid. So, you know, we were supposed to be rebranding, man. We were supposed to be rebuilding. We didn't want all these episodes to just be me constantly bitching, moaning, fussing. Because, right, like, I get tired of hearing it. That's why I know you guys do. Maybe. Maybe you think it's funny. That's what it's supposed to be, is entertaining. Maybe somewhat relatable. I don't know. But yet again, dude, yet again, I'm faced with a situation where it's not my finest moment, right? I'm not proud of it. But I had to light somebody up. I don't understand why everything has to be a goddamn shit fest. Why does everything got to be a goddamn shit fest? Right? Why is the world filled with cocksucks? Right? So I'll break it down. I'll fucking break it down. So I need a CPAP machine, right? I need medical equipment. I've been going through this company, and I'm going to put them on blast. You can fucking sue me for defamation all you want. I got the receipts, bitch. Adapt Health. I call because I need a new CPAP machine, and doctor wrote it. It's all ordered, all that good shit. Blah blah blah. They send me a message. They say, "Hey, your order's ready. Give us a call." I give them a call. They say to me, "Yeah, Mr. Popoff, your goddamn your CPAP is on hold. Your order's on hold because of a past due balance." And I said, "Well, what do you mean a past due balance? What are you talking about?" And they say, "You have a past due balance of 800 and some odd dollars." I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! There's no way, man." And they say, "Yeah, from 2021 to 2026." I, I said, "No, dude, there's no way." And they say, "Yeah." Now, mind you, the representative I'm talking to, his name is Bobart from Bangladesh. Bangladesh Bobart, right? Oh, thank you. Yeah, ring a ding a ding, right? And and I get it. Like, he's just doing his job. I get it. So I'm not being a dick to him, not yet, at least. And I say, Bobart, um, I have invoices, like I have receipts. um should I just, like, what's a good contact where I can email them to you so you can lift the hold? Because I need my CPAP, right? I'm a truck driver. I need my CPAP to be DOT compliance to continue making money. On top of that, I need it for my health. And he says, "Yeah, send them here." Blah blah blah. So you know, I go about it. I get the shit. I get the receipts. Not to mention, I get the email correspondence that I've had over the years, and I send all the documents. Now, mind you, I want you to understand, this wasn't just like a 15-minute phone call and boom, boom, boom. This was over the course of like 3 hours, right? Because just because I have the sense of urgency doesn't mean they do. So they get around to it on their leisure. You know, I handle business. I get right to it. But they piddle fuck around. I called Bobart back after an hour. I said, "Yeah, man. So did you receive everything?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got everything." But Mr. Popoff, unfortunately, the $800 cannot be corrected. I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You have the receipts. I've paid. Like, what are we talking about, man?" He says, "Well, because it was from 2021, it's already gone into collections." I said, "I haven't received any notifications. I haven't received anything." "Oh, I'm sorry about that, sir, but it's already in collections." I said, "Well, dude, you know, okay." I said, "Bovart, look, I need the machine. So In my mind, right? Because I'm a problem solver, dude. I live in the solution, not the problem. In my mind, I'm like, all right, Petey, you got this, dude. You got the receipts. They got the receipts. They got the documentation. You know, they know. You don't owe $800. No biggie. It's in collections. No biggie. We'll dispute it. We'll provide the documentation. You know, boom, cleared up, good to go. Let's just, get the CPAP. And I says to him, I said, well, and this is what I'm thinking. So I'm like, all right, hey, Bobart, in order for you to lift that hold, what do I got to do? He goes, well, you either have to pay it in full or we can set up a payment plan for you. That's what I was hoping he was going to say. So I'm like, yeah. Let's set up a payment plan and we'll take care of it. And he says, okay. And he says the payment plan, it would be for 4 months, $200. And I says to him, oh, okay. I said, well, is there going to be a copay to pick up my new machine? He goes, yes, it's going to be $201. So now in my mind, I'm like, fuck, man, I already got to pay $400 today just to get that fucking machine. So, the J in me, the J dog in me, I'm like, all right, do I have the $400? Yeah. Do I want to spend it? No. Bobart, what's the lowest you can go, man? Because you said it's already in collections, right? And he's like, yes, sir. I'm like, what's the lowest you can go, man? I know you guys want your money. Let's cut a deal. You got the documentation, right? You know I don't owe the money. What's the lowest you can go so I can get the CPAP machine? Oh, well, sir, it has to be paid in full. I'm like, no, it doesn't, Bobart. Like, I'm no rookie to this shit, dude. I didn't say that. I wasn't cursing at him. I said, I'm no rookie to this, dude. Like, get a hold of your supervisor, see if they can offer a discount. Hey, okay, I'll be back. He comes back. He says, supervisor told me, Mr. Pop-Up, I can offer you a 15% discount on the bill owed. So now you're only going to have to pay $170 or something like that a month. I said, is that the best you can do? And he goes, yes, sir. Oh, wait. No. My supervisor has informed me that today we can offer you a 25% discount. I said, oh, okay, now we're talking. He goes, but it'd have to be a one-time payment of 600 and some odd dollars. I said, oh. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that today, Bobart. I said, you know what? Let's just go with the 15% discount for 4 months. I'll give you my card. Take it out. I was like, as long as I can pick my machine up today. And he goes, oh, sir, unfortunately, my supervisor just informed me that if you're not able to do the 25% one-time payment, we can't offer the 15% anymore. And that was when I kind of started getting shitty. What are you talking about? I'm like, you just offered me a payment plan for 4 months of like $170 a month, and now you're reneging on that. You're taking that away because I can't do a one-time payment of 600 some odd dollars. Yes, sir, that is correct. I said, Bobart, we're not playing this game, man. There is no game. There is no game. I said, no. You just offered me a payment plan, and then you said you had a better offer for me. I didn't like the better offer, and now you're telling me that the payment plan can't be done because I didn't like the better offer. Oh, yes, sir. That's what my supervisor wants me to inform you. Yeah, we cannot. I said, hey, Bobart, what you're doing is illegal. I said, in so many words, it's extortion. I said, and I want you to know, I'm going to be fully transparent with you. This call is being recorded, which it really was. It was being recorded. I said, I highly suggest that you put your supervisor on the phone or you put me in contact with somebody above you, or I'm going to the Federal Trade Commission. I'm going to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I'm going to the Better Business Bureau. I'll go to the state attorney general. Okay? And I'll go to the fucking Department of Labor violation. I said, I have it all pulled up. I have all their contacts pulled up. And guess what? Like I just said, I got this phone call recorded and I have all the documentation that I've sent to you. Let's make this right, Bobart. And he said, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Do-do-do, do-do-do, please hold. Do-do-do, do-do-do, please hold. So I sit on hold and I get transferred to some other chick. Probably in the Philippines. I don't know. Thank you for calling Adapt Health, Mr. Popov. And I say, yep. And all I hear is crunching. Nom, nom. Sound like she's chewing on a goddamn cucumber or a fucking a grub worm or something. I can't tell. She's chewing on something, dude. And when she said my name, Mr. Popov, it was, Mr. Popov? Yeah. Hi, this is. I couldn't understand a word she was saying. Not because she was from the Philippines, but because she was fucking chewing on something. And she had a mouthful of goddamn crickets. And I couldn't help it. I was already enraged that they fucking tried to extort me. And I said, excuse me, are you eating? And she goes, I hear her swallow. Uh, excuse me? I said, yeah, are you eating? Because all I can hear is crunching. And I can't hear a word that's coming out of your mouth. No, I'm typing on my keyboard. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Because I was going to say, if you were eating, I can just call back when you're done eating. I'll call it your leisure. No, no, no. And wouldn't you know, for the rest of that conversation, I didn't hear any goddamn keyboards clickety clacketing. And she spoke very clearly. Very clearly. And then come to find out she's not the supervisor. She's the call service people that patch you into the supervisor department. So I get a hold of the supervisor. I tell her the deal. Now she was awesome. There was no attitude. There was nothing from me displayed towards her. No frustration. Nothing. She was awesome. And guess what? She rectified the issue. She rectified the issue. So all's good. All's fair in love and war, right? But why I'm popping off, why I'm pissy, is because we didn't need to go through all that, dude. Like, I get it. It's corporate America, right? Or corporate Philippines or corporate Bangladesh. I get it, dude. Like, you're just doing your job. They don't have principles about what's fair, what's legal, what's right, what's wrong. Like, they're just concerned about the money. I get it. But it's like, goddamn, dude, I'm not a victim, right? You're not going to fucking extort me. You're not going to take advantage of me. And it didn't need to be this difficult, dude. You didn't have to do all this. But on the flip side, neither did I. I didn't need to do all that. I didn't need to get angry. I didn't need to get shitty and pretentious and condescending and threaten people with all those government agencies. I just didn't. I probably could have gotten the same result. And I don't know about anybody else, but life's already hard, right? Like life is already hard. There's already frustrations. I like having a nice peace of mind. I like having serenity. I like being cool, calm, collected, rational, logical. But it's like when I'm dealing with people in the corporate world or just in general, that don't have the same values or morals, that don't have the same moral compass of what's right and wrong, what's fair and balanced, I get a little fucking squirrely, dude. Your boy gets a little fucking squirrely, man. Especially when I feel like you're trying to take advantage of me or extort me or make me be a victim. I get a lot of squirrely, actually. I'm just trying to do better out here, man. You know, I'm just trying to do better. I don't want to light people up. I don't want to be arrogant, pretentious Karen, male Karen. I don't want to be that guy. It's not good. But I think to a degree you have to be sometimes. Or people are just gonna fuck you because they don't give a fuck. They don't care. It's corporate America. You're going to take the dick. You're going to take the dick. And you're going to say thank you. You're going to say thank you for only giving me 6 inches as opposed to all 8. And me, I'm like, I'm not taking any inches. I'm not taking any inches. You understand? I'm not taking the tip. I'm not taking any inches. I don't even want to see it. You put your wiener back in your pants, corporate America and Bangladesh and corporate Philippines and Cambodia. You put it back in, dude. I'm not taking any of it. Fuck you. But unfortunately, right, like you do got to take a little bit. But I'm only taking the amount that I'm required to, the amount that I've signed up for. And if I only signed up for $200 worth of dick, that's all you're giving me. You're not going to give me $800 worth of dick. And that's what we're conflicted with. Is it's like, you know, I guess maybe I'm asking the viewers, maybe I'm just talking to myself, being cathartic about it, is how do you navigate that shit? How do you navigate being a nicer person, a kinder person, a more patient and tolerant person without getting taken advantage of? Without people trying to take your kindness for weakness? Without resorting to lighting up some chick in the Philippines and asking her if she's chewing? Are you eating? Ugh, whatever. Hey, I'm out here, man. I'm on all the socials. I'm on the Mark Zuckerberg. I'm on the fucking TikTok. I'm on the Insta. I'm on. If you're listening, I'm on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know, it might not be what you wanted to hear today, but it's probably what you needed to hear. I don't know. Off you go.